Hello, my fellow goats. Welcome to episode 5 of the Goat Sessions. We made it. We made it, fellas and ladies. We made it. Episode 5. Let's go. December 29th, 2023. And look at this. Look at this. Your boy got a haircut. It's nice. Not gonna lie. Got that Mark Anthony type look. You know. Very 90s. Super 90s type look, like grunge. So, there have been updates. As you can see, to the right of me, or if you're looking at your screen, it'll be to the left. I got a new mic. Or I got a mic. And it sounds really good. $50, man. Super worth it. And you could change the colors. I'm going to keep it on the rainbow one. That's cool. But yeah, just been going through some developments, pretty much changes. Got some money this season. Worked for it hard like anybody else. And I spent it on the podcast and for things I want to develop. Like this new book I'm trying to write. This whole collage of poems I'm trying to finish. I was working on that yesterday. I'm almost done. That should be published. If not in December, these next few days, definitely in January. So, very excited, very, very excited for that. Let me think. Yeah, besides that, just changes in appearance, just bettering myself and looking better. Not for the ladies, guys. For me alone. When you want to look good and you want to be presentable for other people, you can be presentable, but do it. At the end of the day, you do it for yourself. You don't do it for other people. That's a very low tier level of thinking to dress up for the sake of other people. They'll see you. That's a byproduct of you dressing up. You want to dress up so you look at yourself in the mirror and say, "Man, I look great. This looks good. Let me go out." That's why. That's why you look good, right? And whatever you think you look good in, go for it, you know? But remember, there can always be improvements. There can always be changes, no matter what. So, yeah, December 29th. Man, guys. New Year's coming up. And last episode, sorry, I was kind of tired and mopey because the subject of gratitude and family time, it's a rough topic for me because sometimes I'm not that guy, and I felt very convicted when I was talking about it last episode. So I want to put that out there that I try to practice what I preach. I really do, and I try to do better because I don't have my family forever, as neither do any of you. We're all in the same boat here. So the reason why I took such a serious approach on that is because I wanted to not only hear my own words, but I wanted to digest them and incorporate them in these past coming days, which I have. I've been very helpful. I haven't really talked back to my family members at all, which is good. I've been helping them a lot more out of kindness when they ask me to instead of retaliating. So it's progress. And so I hope that all of you have also made progress too in your journeys wherever you are in life regarding gratitude and being gracious and being forgiving towards others who have wronged you. That doesn't mean that you forget about what they've done, but you forgive nonetheless, because it's not good to hold on to burden, even for grudges. Even if you have a grudge, it's not good to hold on to it. It's not worth it. So, I wanted to talk today on the subject of the new year. Also, proof that there is no such thing as new year, new me. Because guess what? I'm already a new me and we haven't hit the new year yet. You start the change now. You make the change now. It's up to you. It's your own will. It's your own devotion to it. Where you have to say, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm gonna make the initiative to go do that. And that's what happened. I did it. And guess what? There's way more room to improve. So I'm willing to create new things and venture on new paths, new uncharted territory to get where I want to be in life. So that's good. That's good. We're getting there. We're getting there, fellas. We're getting there. So today's episode on the subject of the new year, a lot of people have a difficult time with organizing themselves. Remember, you cannot change unless there's motivation. And you cannot be motivated or efficiently motivated if you are not well organized. Because motivation can only get you so far if you're not organized. You need to be an organized person, which is the organization is the vessel, is the pipeline of which motivation seeps through so that you can get to the goal. So therefore, you need to be organized. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was organizing my room, trying to get into the most tip-top shape I can be. I'm still working on it now. As you can see, it's not the best of shape, but I've been working on it. And I've set up lights and stuff for, not for Christmas, but just for nice decorations. I got to take some sticky notes off the wall because I'm done with a lot of these tasks. And I realized, I'm like, man, being organized helps. Even if you are a lazy person, doing work, you'll feel proud of it. And it will push you to do more. If done correctly, you should be able to be willing to do more work, right? And it's not because of the money. A lot of people say, well, I only work for money. Well, then obviously you can't own a house or own anything because you have to maintain it in order to keep it nice and clean and in mint condition. So you need to be able to have organizational skills. And I believe the first step to doing that is when you're a kid. It really starts out when you're a kid. And it helps to start out when you're a kid because you could start out later in life when you're an adult. It's just very hard to instill that in an adult because a lot of ways have been now ingrained. A lot of behavior have been neurologically ingrained in your circuitry. So you just act a certain way. And when you're an adult, you have less plasticity to be given new tasks to learn and other ways, other modes of thinking. For example, this is a good example. I'm trying to find the words here. Language acquisition is more prominent in younger folks than in older folks because the brain is more plastic at a younger age. It has more ability to digest information and utilize it. Whereas when you're an adult, it's very hard to acquire. Like I'm 21 now, and I used to know Spanish back in the day when I was a kid, and then I lost it because I went to the school system, and now I'm getting back into it. And I've been doing well. I understand a lot of it now. Speaking back, I'm working there. I'm making progress there. It's just hard to make cohesive sentences at the moment. So it's working out. And I'm 21. I should still be able to learn it. Like if I go to like Cuba or Venezuela or Colombia, I'll learn Spanish there. If I just lived there for 5 years, I would learn way faster. Duolingo is not the way. You need to be around Spanish speakers or listen to videos of Spanish people speaking back to you and then give a response. So that's a good example. And the thing is with organizational skills, it's no different. You'd be well organized if you start off as a kid, whereas as an adult you start learning, it's going to be harder for you. Not saying it's impossible, but it would be harder for sure. So as a kid, the first thing I do is help out around the house. Whether that be in the form of errands, your mom and dad need help on, right? Learning how to shop, that's a big one. Remember, because organizational skills transfer to a lot of other modalities of life. For example, financial budgeting. That's a big one. Very big one. Right? Making payments on certain bills, that goes with it. Buying food. Cleaning around the house at specific intervals of time. Let's say on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis you clean the house. All these things, they have the option to start when you're young if you make the decision to. And hopefully your parents instill that in you. Where you go to the store and you help shop and you understand what a deal is, what a buy one get one free is. You understand how much you should pay for a certain amount of groceries, how if people are cheating you with money, right? If it's a good deal or if it's a bad deal, or in the house, how to do the dishwasher, unload the dish, wash dishes if the dishwasher isn't working. Learn how to wash dishes. Learn how to load the dishwasher. Learn how to unload the dishwasher and take that out. So it makes it easier on everyone. Learn how to walk the dog, right? Learn how to feed the dog. If your dog needs medication, learn how to pill the dog. Let's say doing clothes, doing laundry. Learn how to do blacks. Learn how to do whites. Out of context, that sounds crazy. Let me rephrase that. Learn how to do dark clothes and learn how to do white clothes. All right, in my family, I don't really do colors. Like colors is not. Some people do colors on their as a separate load, but for me, I put them in with the blacks, the darks. I don't really care, because with the dark clothes, it's not just black or gray clothes. It's all colors because they don't bleed into the dark clothes as much. I mean, they shouldn't even bleed into them at all. Actually, I shouldn't say as much. They don't bleed. I've never seen them bleed into the dark clothes. With white clothes, oh, they definitely bleed into the white clothes for sure. You get these pink shirts coming out of the dryer, and you're like, what is this? So yeah, you should learn how to do laundry. Learn how to operate a washer. Learn what settings you need to use. Remember, cold for darks, warm for whites. That's how it goes. I mean, that's how I was taught. And then learn what settings you need to use. Do you need to do jeans? Do you need to do towels and sheets? Do you need to do a light load, a medium load, heavy load? Do you need to do a second rinse with an extended spin? Stuff like that. When you put them in, do you learn how to put the soap in too, into the washer? Take that out, put it in the dryer, put X amount of dryer sheets that you know you need to use, and then put it on for 60 minutes, right? Stuff like that. And for the ladies and the dudes out there, regular people out there, when you get older and you get a job, you're gonna have to learn how to split your time coming home, because you just can't come home and go to bed. You have to put on the laundry if you need to, right? You have to do a load of darks or whites, right? And then you need to make food for yourself when you come home. Then you need to make food for yourself tomorrow when you go to work on your lunch. A lot of things that go into it. And then let's say you need to plot out the time. Okay, when do I need to get gas? Probably in about 1 or 2 weeks from now, so I don't have to worry about that bill. Know how much everything is going to cost in advance. Because you have a routine like that, and not just financially. Know what it's going to cost in time. It's going to take me this amount of hours to do this, so I'll plan out my day. Planning is essential. I just gave you a lot of examples in like a bullet type fashion, so bear with me. And the first thing, and if you can't start with that, right? If you can't start with that, helping your family, doing all that stuff, okay. This is going to sound so corny because your parents probably tell you to do this all the time. And a lot of the red pill community says this, and I'm not associated with them because I'm a goat. I'm my own community. I don't need anyone else. Clean your room. Yes, you need to clean your room. You need to clean your room. It doesn't matter if it's dirty. It doesn't matter if it's clean. Even if it's clean, there's something always you can work on. If it's clean and it's dusted off, try rearranging a few things. Try to see how it looks. Remember, your room is a canvas. Your room is a painting in which you live in. Make sure the painting looks nice because it has your signature on it. Make sure it looks nice. So, even my room, I think it looks great, but it could look way better. There's some stuff in the corner there that you can't see that I need to get out of there because people have been putting it there and I want to get out of there. I have whole ideas to revamp it. Now, do I have time? I'm making time for it. I'm doing little by little each day, and that's at least progress. And that's another thing. Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to kill yourself over doing all the workload in like a single trip. It's like do not be the equivalent of the guy who, when getting Walmart grocery bags from the car, he grabs all of them at once and goes inside. You're going to hurt your knuckles in your hands. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Take separate trips. Make separate appointments. It does not need to be that hard. You're making it hard on yourself because you want to save time when really that's not going to save much. It's like the guy who speeds up to the red light at an intersection. you're not going anywhere, bro. I don't know what you're thinking. You're just wasting gas. So, yeah, I would start out with cleaning your room. Cleaning your room is the best option because if at least you, even let's say you don't even know how to vacuum or mop or sweep, right? You can at least learn how to organize certain things, like books or action figures or your clothes. Put them in piles and put them in your drawers, right? Maybe if you have a TV in your room, maybe adjust the TV. If you have a light, you want to put the light in a different part of the room and see how it looks. It's stuff like that. You need to experiment as a kid because when you get older, the time to experiment it won't be as often because you're going to need to be called to be organizational most of the time. And it's not going to be experimental. It's not going to be like an exhibitionist type of thing. You're going to need to do it because, for example, when it comes to money, that's not an experiment. You can't play around with money. You have to be serious about it. So take your time now as in your younger years to be organizational. So in your later years, you can be a pro or a savant at it. You train. It's like anything else. Being organizational is like going to the mental gym. You have to work out. And you don't have to do all the heavy weights and kill yourself over it. Start simple. Start simple and then build it up consistently at frequent intervals. Because if you do the heavy stuff, you'd have to do it at slightly later intervals to compensate for the weight gain. Because if you did too many intervals, then you're going to short circuit and tire yourself out. So, yeah, being organizational, that's a very big key in life. Especially with this coming new year, because a lot of people have these resolutions, which I think is so dumb, because you're going to let your new year, you're going to let a arbitrary day made up by us to signal a new year a resolution date. That doesn't make any sense to me personally, because you know what? Every day you should have a resolution. Every day you should be wanting to change something, not because the number 1 appears on the day you wake up. That doesn't. It's so trash. It really is. Like, we need to get out of that mindset. And I'm not saying those people are trash for believing it. I think the idea itself is trash. I don't want good people, decent people, people who are trying to make an honest living. I don't want them to listen to crappy ideas. Now, that is selfish because it's I who deem the ideas are crappy, and I'm not God, and I can't play God. So you can subscribe to whatever belief you want to believe in, and that's fine. It's just, for me, it upsets me to see people make a change because on a specific day of the year, like, I never got that. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, if you want to work out, start now. Go to the gym right now. You have nothing stopping you. Oh no, I have things to do today. Make time. Go tomorrow. Do not lie to yourself and procrastinate. You are your own worst enemy. At the end of the day, you are. You are the only thing that stands between your future. Now, there may be other people in life who will stop you, who will be obstacles in your way, but they are peons compared to what you can do to your own life, negatively speaking. You need to learn how to control yourself and discipline yourself in order to make it down that road. And you cannot make it down that road if you are in your own way. It's impossible. Impossible. But yeah. I'll keep it short and sweet today. That's nice. But, yeah. Clean up your room. Because it's all on you. It's all on you at the end of the day. There's nothing I can do to change you. There's nothing anyone can do to change you. And I'm telling you, when you make that change and you're proud of the work that you've done and the work that you've seen and you've accomplished and what changes transpired, you're going to feel like me right now. You're going to feel like a bunch of other people in history. You'll feel elated that you have the ability to change things, to alter your environment. Because you feel like you're in control of something. Now, you can't be in control of everything. That's true. But it feels nice to be in control of something. It feels really nice. So be organizational. Make a calendar. Plan this out. Life will slip on by if you do not keep tabs on it. And trust me, guys, and I'll be real with you, I feel amazing. I got a haircut, I got a mic, I got my wardrobe better now. It looks great. I'm going out looking fly every day, and not for other people, just because I know I look fly. I'm getting this book down. I'm doing courses right now, working a good job, getting money. I'm happy. There's nothing more I could really, like, if this was it, I'd be happy. This was the last day on earth. This was the last, it's like Armageddon were happening today. I'd be ecstatic. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll come out with another video soon. I'm ecstatic and I'm happy to see how this community is going to grow. And I hope I hope these words reach out to every each one of you and affect you. And I mean deeply. I mean change you, right? Not because I want to change you, just because that you want to make a change in your life. So thank you guys so much for watching. And this whole channel, watching everything, I see the views coming in. Even if I don't see any comments, it touches me. It really does, and it means a lot. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching and everything, and more to come in 2024. Let's keep the GOAT sessions running. Let's go! Have a good day, guys. Love you.